Hey, you guys. So, back again with another message. And God is saying it will all be revealed. During this time of judgment, during this time of calamity, it will all be revealed. It will all be revealed who the enemies are. It will all be revealed who the remnant of God is. Like I said, it's a good part of judgment, it's a bad part of judgment. Everything is going to be revealed, everything is going to be exposed. We have a lot of people that are saying that they're a child of God and they're not a child of God. We have a lot of people that are trying to lead people, the people of God, astray. We have a lot of people that are false prophets that are operating in the spirit of divination. We have a lot of people just that's really operating in the spirit of deception. All right, that's trying to deceive God's children. And so a lot of enemies are going to be revealed, and then God remnant is going to be revealed. A lot of people, I told you guys, that are going to be shocked because the ones that people might not have thought was truly a child of God or truly a remnant of God is going to be a remnant, and the ones that people thought that were truly a child of God is not going to be a child of God. We always need to test the spirit by the spirit. We always need to test the spirit that's behind a person, test their motives. Because even though someone might can be giving a true prophecy, even though someone might can be speaking facts, the spirit that they're using to operate in can be a spirit of divination. Paul mentioned that in the book of Acts, chapter 16, where he had rebuked the lady that was speaking the truth, but she was pretty much a sorcerer. She was doing it for money. And so he had to rebuke the spirit in her. And she wasn't lying. She was telling the truth, but the spirit that she was using to operate in was not of God. So we're going to start to see all these different things be revealed during this season, during this time, during this hour. And God is saying it will all be revealed. So I'm going to read Isaiah chapter 10, verses 15 through 23. Y'all, excuse me if I butcher some of these names because these names are, different. So take it out of love if I butcher some of these names. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to start from the 15th verse, and it says, "But can the axe boast greater power than the person who uses it? Is the saw greater than the person who saws? Can a rod strike unless a hand move it? Can a wooden cane walk by itself? Therefore, the Lord of heaven armies, will send a plague amongst Azariah, proud troops, and a flaming fire will consume its glory. The Lord, the light of Israel, will be a fire. The Holy One will be a flame. He will devour the thorns and berries with fire, burning up the enemy in a single night. The Lord will consume Azariah's glory, like a fire consumes a forest in a fruitful land. It will waste away like sick people in a plague. Of all the glorious forests, only a few trees will survive, so few that a child could count them." And this is under hope for the Lord's people. "In that day, the remnant left in Israel, the survivors in the house of Jacob, will no longer depend on allies who seek to destroy them, but they will faithfully trust the Lord, the Holy One of Israel. A remnant will return, yes, the remnant of Jacob will return to the mighty God. But though the people of Israel are as numerous as the sand of the seashore, only a remnant of them will return. The Lord has rightly decided to destroy his people. Yes, the Lord of heaven's armies, have always decided, has already decided to destroy the entire land." Y'all, we already know that this world is going to be destroyed by fire, but there will be a new earth and there will be a new heaven. However, during this time of judgment, we are going to see who the remnant is. All right, we're going to see who is really a child of God. We're going to see who really enemies are during this time of judgment. So it will all be revealed. And it has to all be revealed so people can get set free. It has to all be revealed because some people are not spiritually awakened. Some of the remnants are still asleep. So some of these things have to happen in order for the remnant to be awake and realize who God really is. Because like I said, some people are being led astray, and God is very angry about that. He's very angry about the oppression and stuff that's going on. So excuse me, y'all. So we're gonna see plagues. Like never before. I told you guys in a previous video that God said that COVID was just the beginning. I honestly believe that something is here already. And people be careful because plagues and stuff is here. The government don't want you to know, but something is here. That's why you have to watch as well as pray. Firing members from the CDC and then trying to hire them back is a sign to me that something is here, and they are scared, and so they're trying to bring people back to work. That's just not a coincidence. Okay, that is because something is here. So be mindful of that. Stay masked up. Make sure you're taking your vitamins. Taking care of yourself, doing what God has called you to do. But it will all be revealed. We're going to see who the enemies are, and we're going to see who God's remnant is. It's going to be a time of exposure. And I talked about that before. God had me to talk about that before, but it's really going to be a time of exposure during this judgment season. So be mindful. And again, long as you're doing what God has called you to do, long as you're walking in the spirit of obedience, you don't have nothing to worry about. Continue to do what God has called you to do. But still, I have to come and talk about what God tells me to talk about. And God sends out warning before destruction. But it will all be revealed. God's glory through all of this is going to be revealed. Just make sure that you are being obedient. Make sure that you are working on the assignments that God has called you to work on in this season, in this hour. And everything will work out well for you. God is actually going to deal with a lot of his children's enemies during this season, in this hour as well, because a lot of your enemies are trying to fight against you when it comes to you trying to do an assignment, you trying to complete an assignment, trying to fight you in every area possible, whether that's your business, whether that's your finances, whether that's your family, because they don't want you to get to that level at which God is calling you to, because it's going to unlock so many doors and it's going to help bless so many people. And so all that is going to be exposed to in this season, in this hour. So don't be surprised when you start to see your enemies go through. Don't be surprised when you start to see the people that try to do smear campaigns against you and hate campaigns against you and do flying monkeys against you, because you are on an assignment for God. God does not take that lightly. Okay, he does not take that lightly at all. So just know that it will all be revealed. Okay, your enemies, the remnant, everything will be revealed in this season, in this hour. Be prepared. Okay, be prepared. We don't rejoice in no one's downfall. We don't rejoice in their judgment, but we will pray for them. Pray that they endure. Pray that this will be a call to repentance. Okay. I love you guys. Just know that it will all be revealed. Stay in your word. Trust God. Continue to fast and pray. And I will chat with you all later.